Hey, listen, Americans for Prosperity, we're just small-time community organizers. We learn from the best, and we're just out here protecting Arkansas and protecting the United States and protecting to keep your freedoms free. And that's a lot of hard work, folks. I want you to know that. And if you're not outraged by what's going on in D.C. today, you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention because they're calling us all kinds of names, but we're just freedom-loving people, folks. We are. You know, and there's something about freedom-loving people. Freedom-loving people just want to be left alone. Freedom-loving people just want to be left. Have you ever had a freedom-loving person impose their will on you? Have you?
No.
Freedom-loving person wouldn't do that, would they?
No.
So what we want to do today, we want to send a message to Congress, tell them to keep their hands off our health care. Hands off our health care. Right there. Here's the catch. Freedom isn't easy and freedom isn't free. Freedom is hard work, folks. They say they're going to tax the rich to pay for Obamacare. So I want you to look to your left. If you look to your right, that's who you're referring to. You're the one that's going to pay for this health care, folks. You're the one that's going to pay for it. If you think health care is expensive now, just wait till it's free. You guys heard that? Wait till it's free. If you want to look at the track record of the spending that's going on right now, all you have to do is just look at Amtrak, look at the post office, look at Medicare, look at welfare, look at Social Security. They're all billions of dollars in debt right now. So what we want to do is send a message to Congress to keep their hands out of our business and hands out of my pocket. Keep their hands out of our pocket. You know, before I took up my work with Americans for Prosperity, I got to learn a thing or two about fighting when I was in Iraq. And I'll tell you this, nothing can hold a candle to the battles that we're going to face here today. With health care, with cap and trade, with the union car check bill, there's a lot of fights out there. I'm going to give you a little analogy, a little football analogy. You know, when a quarterback throws a touchdown, what do the people do? What's the crowd do? They cheer. So when the quarterback throws an interception, what do the people do? They boo. Now you tell me this, if a 21-year-old can handle the booing, why can't a U.S. senator?
Yeah, really.
I don't understand. Well, yeah. Well, actually, I'm a little embarrassed. I was telling my friends, I'm a little embarrassed and flattered that the media is partially blaming Americans for Prosperity with the ruckus that's going on in the town halls. You know, I'm flattered because they say that, hey, listen, you guys are convincing 60 and 70-year-old men and women to get up out of their beds, get in their car, drive 2 hours to a town hall meeting, stand up and yell at a U.S. sitting senator. That's insane. I can't convince my 16-year-old daughter to vacuum her room. That's crazy. I can't do that. Joking aside, folks, we're winning this battle, and we're winning this battle because the legislators are making it easy. They're not reading the bill. They're not reading the bill, and they would rather attack the messenger than to talk about the message. And that's what's going on today. Well, we are the silent majority, and we're silent no more. Silent no more, folks. Have you heard yet? There's a compromise. It's been a compromise on have you heard about that? It's called co-op. Yeah. Cooperatives. You guys have heard about that?
Yes.
Cooperatives. This is what Senator Harry Reid said. He's our good buddy, you know.
Uh-huh.
He said, and I quote, we're going to have some type of public option. Call it a co-op, call it what you want, but we'll get it. The co-op would be federally controlled, and federally staffed. What's that sound like?
Yeah.
Sounds an awful lot like the public option, doesn't it? But just under a new name and some new clothes. Actually, I don't think Harry Reid's tray table is in its full and upright position, if you ask me. There's something wrong with that. I like that line. We've got to beat this public option, folks. The mandates are going to kill us. They are. The mandates they're putting on us right now with health care. And what it does, they said, well, the co-ops eliminates one of the isms. It eliminates socialism. But what it does, it effectively brings in fascism. Because now the government's going to mandate all this stuff. They're going to tell you, by law, you have to purchase it. All the revenue will still go to the companies, to the big pharma companies, but then these guys are going to make sure that you have to buy it. That's fascism, folks. That's fascism. If we are to preserve our right to have our choice of doctors, keep timely access to health care, retain control of our health care decisions, we've got to tell Congress to keep their hands off our health care. Hands off our health care.
Right.
Of course, there's some things we can do. There's some things we can do with health care, folks. You know, it's not perfect. This system's not perfect. We've got to increase competition among the states. Everybody agree with that? We've got to pass a national tort reform.
Yeah.
Pass a national tort reform. We've got to put health care back in the hands of the citizens. And that's where it belongs. It belongs to you. You know, Americans for Prosperity, we're a grassroots, nonpartisan, freedom-loving, lower taxes, free market, conservative kind of organization. Did you guys get all that? Write that down. All right.
With you.
But, you know, I heard a little analogy this week, and they said, there's something about the name Americans for Prosperity. What is going so wrong with this country that we need an organization called Americans for Prosperity? It just really doesn't make any sense. I mean, 20 years ago, saying Americans were for prosperity was like saying water is wet. Of course water is wet. And of course Americans are for prosperity. Folks, we've got to keep fighting, and we can't be outworked and we can't be outsmarted. All right, if you like what you see here today, and if you want to keep this movement continuing, 3 things I want you to do. I want you to first sign our petition, obviously. Over 200,000 people have signed it so far. 208,000, I think, was this morning. I want you to call your elected official. Call them. Leave them messages. I know they're not there this morning. Well, they might be. Call them. Leave messages. Call them every day. Let them know that you want them to keep their hands off our health care. And the other thing I want you to do is stay involved. And then one more thing, too. You got a little bucket over there. Why don't you drop some shillings in there, too, if you want to keep this bus rolling. Just put a couple of pesos in there on your way out, and we'd appreciate it. We're not un-American, folks, and it's our duty to debate this administration. And as Hillary Clinton pointed out, it's our duty to debate any administration, not just this one. The bottom line, this is not about health care at all. This is really about health control. It's about health control, and you need to get involved and stay involved. Listen, folks, we the people are still in control of this country. And as Michelle Malkin said the other day, this is no time to be in the fetal position. Get up, get out, and make a difference. Thank you all for coming.